What's up, and welcome back, you crazy kids and cats. Welcome to another episode of the Jojo Shoshow with your host, me, Jojo. I don't know if you guys heard, but kind of a big deal. Thank you for joining us in another episode, and I just want to say a quick congratulations once again to my cousin Erica and her new husband, Oscar, for their nuptials this past weekend, and giving me the privilege to witness my first wedding, so congratulations on your marital bliss. Alright guys, today's episode is going to focus on a little bit of everything, but before I dive right in, I just want to say that Rona's still out there, guys. Vaccines are out there and available. Just a quick heads up, your boy got dose 2 of the Pfizer vaccine recently, and so in a couple weeks, I get the freedom to hey, take off the mask. But probably still gonna keep it on just because I don't trust people. But it's not a scary thing. It seems scarier than it is. It takes 2 seconds to get a quick shot. Just get it done, guys. Let's get back to normalcy. Let's be able to get 100% vaccinated so we can live life normally, you know, like the way we used to. Sneezing on trains and whatnot. Alright guys, well, this episode prompts a new segment I like to call JoJo's Poetry Corner. In this segment, it is created for all you poets out there. I definitely want you to send me some of your poetry, whether that be the email, jojoshoshow@outlook, or the Facebook page, the Jojo Shoshow. It's a lot of O's. So since this is a new segment, I'm going to be reading a poem I wrote, and I hope that you guys will start submitting your own poetry, poems, hymns, haikus, songs, whatever you want, to the email, the Facebook page, and let us know how creative you can be. Obviously, I'm reading one of my own first because I want to give you the inspo to send my way. And with that being said, the title is Wars of the Sun. Let me get this character. Right. The roads may be rocky, the skies might get dark, the wind might stop me from attempting to heal my heart. I'm not a prophet, I'm no longer your mistake. One time I said to stop it, for my life was about to break. I try to find the light, I tend to stare up at the sun. In life I need to wrong some rights, for the war has yet to be won. Thank you. So basically that was stuck in my head for a little bit, and not necessarily in that order, but just randomly I'll get words jumbled in my head and I decide what to do with them. So I turned that into a little poem, and it kind of is very reflective of the world today. You know, with everything going on, not only with like the pandemic, but people still out there murdering innocent people for no reason. It's just like, come on people, wake up. Like, we need to make this world a better place. So I felt like that poem just like was needed and just kind of came out basically. So I was really happy with it and decided to share it and create this new segment. So please guys, feel free to share your work with me. As I have been open with you, I hope you'll be open with me. And from a little poetry to a little light at the end of the tunnel, this is a segment you're all familiar with, and it's called Help a Brother Shoutout. Now today's shout out goes to an up and coming podcast that is a little dark, a little creepy, and we like a little dark and a little creepy because we're all a little creepy. Um, but it's none other than The Weird Hour, hosted by a friend of mine and former co-star from the show Fabulous. Go watch if you haven't already. Basically, he wants to share the strange and unusual. Because we are strange and unusual. That's right, he'll be taking stories from you, the listening audience, and himself, his very own life experiences, and share the craziness he's experienced and share the craziness we all go through. Whether they're paranormal activity stories or just random, creepy passings by. He will be sharing them all on his upcoming podcast, again called The Weird Hour. If you would like to submit a story, something strange that happened to you or somebody you know, go to theweirdhourpod@gmail.com. You should see it somewhere on the screen. Send your creepy stories to him and let's get them on the air. The Weird Hour will be coming to Spotify's and Apple Podcasts near you very, very soon. That was bad. So guys, from a little poetry and a little podcasting, let's take a trip into a new segment that I have geniusly entitled Going to the Movies. See what I did there? To the movies? Like how movies have a sequel, number 2, 3, whatever. Okay, whatever. Basically, this segment's gonna introduce up-and-coming movies. Doesn't have to be themed by horror always, but because I'm a horror-obsessed freak, this first episode is focusing on horror. Up-and-coming horror movies that are coming out soon. Either this year, early next year. So basically, I'll give a brief description, and then I will rate how I think the movie will turn out. So between 1 and 5 stars. Just listen, play along, and then we'll open up the floor. So guys, that's right, new movies are coming your way, and a lot of horror movies are coming, and I can't wait. So I've just concocted a brief little list of movies that are on their way out in theaters and on demand. So let's start with the first one. A Quiet Place 2. A Quiet Place starring Emily Blunt and John Krasinski. If you haven't seen the first one, I don't know where the British accent came from. Maybe because Emily Blunt's British. So if you haven't seen the first one, basically, long story short, a little couple has a kid trying to have a normal life, and then some like alien apocalypse happens, and everybody's like hunkered down in this underground tunnel type deal, and then to live a normal life, you can't make any noise. You gotta be hush hush all day, every day. For you guys, it's probably a blessing. For me, that's hard to do. I can't do it. I can't be quiet. So the sequel is a wider cast. There's more people in it. And they have another child. Children are creepy, but that's why we watch horror movies, right? So this movie is supposed to, I guess, go further into the world of how other people are surviving in this quiet place, hence the name. I'm interested to see how they, incorporate everything, especially with new cast members. So the rating I gave this one was a 3.8, and I say 3.8 because while I think it'll be good, I don't think it'll be the best horror movie. I'm not a huge Alien fan, especially after like all the Cloverfield movies, which kind of already done that for me. If you haven't seen The Faculty, Cloverfield, go see them. Great movies. But yeah, so we'll see. A Quiet Place 2 coming very, very soon. Moving on, we have The Conjuring 3. That's right, the third installment and the final of the Conjuring series. If you haven't seen the first two, I definitely recommend it, especially the first one, my favorite. The second one was alright, not too bad, but a little bit of CGI kind of ruined it. So, this one is supposed to take place at Edward and Lorraine's final horror stop, I guess, if you will. And this one's supposed to be the darkest and the most different of the three movies. So this one's like subtext is the devil made me do it. So that should be interesting to see how they incorporate that. So I, gave that one also a 3.8, only for the fact that I don't know, the trailer that is released isn't kind of really hitting home where I think the third and final Conjuring should hit. I mean, it's a real story, so I can't, you can't audit something that really happened, but I don't know. I'm still gonna see it because I seen the first two in theaters, and I'm a horror movie freak, so I would definitely go see the third and final Conjuring. I think that one is also coming this summer, so stay tuned for that one. And moving right along, we have Halloween Kills. One of my favorites, that's for sure. So Halloween Kills is the sequel to the 2018 Halloween remake, which was set to take place 40 years after the original 1978 Halloween. They kept the same name twice, yet it's the sequel to the original. I'm not going to ask questions, I'm just going to watch in amazement. So the 2018 version ends with 3 generations of Strode women who have boxed Michael Myers in their dungeon trap basement, and it is filled with propane tanks and metal bars to contain the boogeyman once and for all. It's Michael Myers. He's not gonna let a few bars and some fire stop him. So, what's he do? He gonna break loose. He gonna break out. I've seen trailers and pictures and the teasers for his new mask, and it's gonna be like half burnt, and his costume is gonna be half burnt. So that's gonna be interesting to see how they play out in the movie. Also, we see that the ambulance is on their way to stop the fire that is being aflamed at Laurie Strode's house, which that's not gonna make her happy. But it's okay because it gives us another movie to go see. I mean, if he just dies, that would be it. It would be sad. So, there's a third one in the works too, but that's to be deep. So, I'm really excited for this one. I gave it a 4.8. Obviously, I'm a horror obsessed fan. I have a whole wall of Michael Myers artifacts, like pictures, keychains, action figures, metal art. I love it. Love it all. So yeah, I gave this one a 4.8. I think it's gonna be good. This one's supposed to be darker than the first one, so sign me up. And I think it's gonna just be juicier. Like, Michael Myers ain't playing this time around, so can't wait to see what happens. Stay tuned. Halloween Kills is coming out October 15th, 2021. Basically this fall. The final movie of the horror version of Going to the Movies is the 5th installment of the Scream franchise. That's right, Scream 5. Now, the first one came out in 1996. It was definitely 96. And since then, it has spawned 3 sequels, up until recent, obviously. So we had Scream 2, which took place in 98. We had Scream 3, which took place 2000. Then they waited a whole 11 years for the 4th installment. Well, originally, Scream was supposed to end at 3. Then they decided to make a second franchise, which kind of sucks because Wes Craven is dead. R.I.P. Wes Craven. horror genius. So where did we leave off? We left off part 4 with Jill, who was played by Emma Roberts brilliantly, who was Sidney Prescott's estranged cousin, who Sidney comes to visit, and death ensues. And spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, Jill is the killer. You're welcome. But it's such a great movie. It's definitely a cult classic in my eyes. I can watch that every single day and never get annoyed of it. I don't know. I just love it. So if part 5 is supposed to take place anywhere near part 4, it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to see what they do with Ghostface. I can't wait to see who the killer is. Might it be Sidney this time? You never know. Halloween Kills, Scream 5, The Conjuring 3, A Quiet Place 2. All great movies to check out, guys. They're coming soon, this year or beginning of next year. Whether it be on demand, whether it be in theaters, it's coming soon. And you guys stay tuned. There's a lot more horror coming up. And if you guys know any horror movies coming up or excited about anything, send us your info. Tell us, let us know. What are you excited to see and why? The Jojo Shoshow at Outlook.com. Send your movie recs now. Before we move on to the next segment, I just want to take a brief moment to clear the air. And I want to re-mention the Jojo Shoshow giveaway. So none of you guys have taken me seriously and entered for the Shoshow giveaway. And I'm sad, because I actually took it seriously and I went out and got something as a prize to give away. So if nobody enters, I guess I gotta give it to myself. And I'm okay with that. Again, I tell you guys these things and some of you take them seriously, some of you don't. But I am serious about giving something away, so I will reiterate that the Jojo Shoshow giveaway is still happening. If you want to submit your entry, wait for the Facebook post where it says enter here, or you can go ahead and send the hashtag I want to win to the Jojo Shoshow email at outlook.com and send in your vote, and by that you will be entered automatically to win the giveaway, which will be announced as soon as somebody enters. There will be a random drawing, and if there's only one person, it will be a very easy drawing, and the winner will be announced on the show within a week or two, and they will get the very first Jojo Shoshow giveaway. Now guys, take this seriously, because I honestly am willing to give something away. I spent my hard-earned money on a gift for you. So take it seriously. All you have to do is submit your email to the Jojo Shoshow at Outlook, or respond to a post on Facebook, which everybody does on a daily basis. Stop being lazy, and if you're afraid, don't be. Nobody's gonna judge you. And take this serious, guys. You can get an awesome gift. The Jojo Shoshow giveaway will be announced either next week or the week after, depending on how serious you guys take this. So, I'm watching. Alright guys, well, before we go any further, I want to introduce a little new segment, if you will. It's not really something that's going to be reoccurring. I kind of don't like this, but I did it just to kind of add some pizzazz. So we're doing a Woman Crush Wednesday. So yeah, you guys, if you've been to high school, you know about Man Crush Monday, Woman Crush Wednesday. It's kind of old and out of date, but you know what? I decided to bring it back, and since these are released on Wednesdays, I can only do women crushes. And as a gay man, it's kind of a letdown, but it's okay because women are still beautiful, you know? Got nothing against it. So who's their first Woman Crush Wednesday, you ask? Well, wait for the drum roll. And the Jojo Show's premiere of Woman Crush Wednesday goes to Zendaya. Zendaya has been acting since 2010, I believe, in the show Shake It Up on Disney Channel, and since then she's skyrocketed to immense fame. And she's been in so many shows and movies I can't even count anymore, with the release of the film that she just produced on her own, well, with her co-star. I'm really bad with names, so forgive me, but if you haven't seen the preview, it's a very dramatic, artsy piece on a relationship between a man and a woman. It shows the good, the bad, and all the in between. Zendaya has really grown up, you guys. She is not only beautiful, but she is talented to the moon. So why Zendaya? Not only is she talented and beautiful, but she's definitely somebody girls can look up to. She's definitely kind of a role model in a way. Like, she hasn't let the fame get to her, and she's still pretty humble considering all the awards she's won lately. And again, talented as heck, can pull off basically any outfit, any hairstyle, and definitely the future in movies and music. So keep your eye out and your ears tuned in, because Zendaya coming still. And with that conclusion, we come to the conclusion of this episode. I know, guys, it's sad, right? But, we have to end these episodes, so what can I do? I can't do anything. But before we end this episode, I do want to introduce the opening JoJo's inbox as a final segment that I will start doing probably as soon as the next episode. And with opening JoJo's inbox, that's basically you guys reaching out, kind of just giving your feedback. What do you want to hear? What do you want to see? This is your chance to give your input to the show. Do you want to see less of me talking? Do you want to see more? Do you want to see me do science experiments? Do you want me to try something? Do you want me to Skype with people? Because I can do that. I just need you guys to tell me. So, again, the email is always out there. Send your comments to that email address telling me what you want. Now, don't cheat and text me if you have my cell phone number, because I won't respond. I'm kidding, I'll probably respond, but still, I want to see it on the email. But yeah, what do you guys want in the show? What do you want more of? Less of? What should I try? I'm not going to do drag because I'm a little afraid what I might look like as a woman. I might like it. But honestly, guys, I do the show for you, so what you want is my command just about almost all the time. So we'll be premiering the opening JoJo's inbox very, very soon. Stay tuned, guys, and until then, have a great hump day. Enjoy your week. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy this odd weather. It's been gloomy, then sunny, then gloomy, then sunny. Just like my soul. Well, guys, in the Jojo Shoshow fashion, the first one is free, but after that, I'm gonna have to charge you. This has been the Jojo Shoshow, and I have been Jojo, and you have been the Shoshow. So, stay tuned. See you next week. Bye-bye.